I still remember the night the earth almost swallowed me. The sound that came to my heart was not human, yet it called me like it had known me since birth. And if not for the ancestors' mercy, I would not be here to tell the story. Long time ago, I traveled through the thick forest, moving from one settlement to another. My people had sent me to deliver a message to a village I had never been before. I walked the red path with a staff in my hand, my wrapper tied around my waist, beads clinging against my chest as I moved. By the time I reached the village, the sun was dipping low, and the shadow of the tall iroko trees stretched long and thin across the ground. I noticed something strange. Women were running with their calabash of water, men dropping their cutlasses on their shoulders, children clutching bundles of firewood. Everyone was in a hurry, as if the night itself was chasing them. An old woman with deep light carved into her face saw me standing there. Her wrapper was tied tightly across her chest. Cowries moved into her hair. She seized my arm with a strength that surprised me and whispered, "Go inside before the moon rise. Do not open the door, no matter what you hear." Her eyes glowed with the kind of fear that comes from old memories. I thought she was warning me about wild animals. I smiled, nodded, and walked on. The chief's son, who had been told I was coming, gave me a small hut to stay in for the night. Before leaving me, he pushed a clay lamp into my hand. "Keep it burning," he said. "When darkness comes, no man leaves the hut, not even the dogs." His voice trembled, though he tried to hide it. That night, silence fell over the village, not the silence of sleep. No cricket sang, no owl called, no babies cried. It was a silence that pressed on my ear like heavy stone. I sat in the hut, the lamp flickering, shadows dancing in the mud wall. That was when I heard it. A voice, soft at first, like a child outside the door. "Help me." I froze, my breath caught in my throat. The voice was not right. It was too flat, too hollow, like the sound of someone trying to remember how humans speak. I told myself, ignore it, but then the knocking began, slow, heavy, boom, 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 boom. Dust shook from the roof. My lamp trembled on the floor. I wanted to shout, but fear sealed my lips. Then the voice changed. It called my name. Not with a shout, not with a whisper, but with a long dragging sound that made my blood turn cold. "Oh, laddie." I dropped to the ground, clutching the lamp. My heart was beating like the drum of war. No one in the village knew my name. Curiosity betrayed me. I crawled to the small hole in the wall, the kind of window no bigger than a man's hand. I pierced outside. The moon was pale, and under it stood a figure tall, twisted its arm, hung too long, almost creeping the earth. Its head tittled to the side as if the neck could not carry the weight. The wrapper that clung to its bony waist was torn, ancient and covered with stains I dare not describe, and its eyes empty, not like blind eye, empty like two holes leading into a wall of nothing less. When it turned, it faced to me. My spirit almost left my body. I dropped flat on the floor, pressing myself into the earth, praying to the spirit of my fathers. Outside, it dragged its claws along the clay wall of the hut, leaving deep mark. It whispered words in a tongue older than men, and the air grew cold with each sound. The lamp flicked low. I begged the flame not to die. Shadows crawled along the wall like living thing. All night the creature cycled. Sometimes it laughed, but the laughter was broken, like a drum with a thorn skein. Sometimes it taped the window with too many fingers, each tap a strike against my heart. Finally, the rooster crawled. The first light of dawn spilled over the hut. and the air lifted like a heavy cloud pulled away. The scratching stopped, the whisper faded. When I stepped outside, my knees shook. In front of the hot door, the earth was torn with cloud masks, girds so deep no human hand could have made that. And there, lying in the dirt, was a child's anklet, rusty, broken, too old to belong to any child still alive. The villagers came out slowly, their eyes on the ground. No one asked me what I had seen. No one needed to. They already knew. I left that morning. I swore to myself I would never return. But even now, when the moon is high and the night is too quiet, I still hear it calling my name.